This is a little bit different from what I usually post, but it's funny, so I'm gonna tell it. Let's get into it. Okay, I think I was 18 or 19 when this happened. This is about me being the most clueless, blinded individual in life. So, I used to work at a restaurant we're gonna call Taco Stack. Now, I've been at Taco Stack a while, and I've gotten a chance to get acquainted with some of the coworkers. One worker in particular, we're gonna call Darnell. I was the most cool with. We was around the same age, and people in there thought we were brothers because we had the same style. So naturally, we became cool. Now, Darnell was, how you say, a conversator. When it came to the ladies, every now and again, he would let me know he was talking to one of them. They was around our age, so it just made sense, shoot or shoot. So, a couple of weeks go by. It's this girl that gets hired there. First time I seen her, I thought she looked familiar, like I seen her somewhere before. And I'm assuming that she thought the same thing, because we both gave each other that, where have I seen you before? Look. Anyway, days go by, and sure enough, Darnell has her number. And for some reason, he decides to throw me the lob. I was hesitant at first, because I was planning to get it on my own, but eventually, she got my number, and she hit me up. Now, before I continue, let me say, I'm a pretty confident guy. I'm decent looking, and I have zero problems with trying to talk to a woman. But these days, with everything going on, and women being scared to get hit on because men can't handle rejection, they might get hit with a skateboard, I'll let the ladies come to me. So, she hits me up, we're gonna call her Kiki. We start chatting, just the usual. Where you from? How long I've been at the job? Just small talk. And eventually, I figure out why she looks so familiar. My last year in high school, I switched schools and went to her school. So we must have had a class together, and that's where we seen each other. So we talked about that for a while. She asked how many people I knew at school. I didn't know a lot because it was on like 2-3 months of the school year left, so I didn't really care to make new friends. Now, let me add this. Kiki was a good looking girl, nice body, cute face. So I'm like, could this be? Could the Lord have blessed me with a new girlfriend? Because at this point in my life, I'm a lover boy. I wanted that title and that love card. So we're chatting for a few days, FaceTime and texting, and I make the first move. Ask her, wanna go catch a movie? Now, I've just turned 21, and I've been on enough dates to know that a movie date is the worst type of date to have with a girl you just met. If you're watching this, invite her to get something to eat, or to an arcade, maybe even a walk in the park. Nobody does that last one these days, but hey, anything other than a movie. The point is to get to know the person you're talking to. So I invite her, she says yes. We set up a date and a time, and we are in agreeing. The date is a go. I'm young and excited. She was probably at home like, free movie, cool. Of course I paid. I'm a gentleman. Now, I didn't have a car at this time, so I get a good old Uber and probably wait 20 minutes outside. She pulls up, and I'm not gonna lie, she was high, but she wasn't like totally baked out her mind, so I wasn't tripping. So we watched the movie, and I don't remember what the movie was, but I do know it was a scary movie. So, finish the movie, and I walk her to a car. We walking and talking, and she offers to take me home. I live about 5 minutes away from the movie theater, so it was no big deal. Fast forward, we get to my place, and we just sitting in the car talking. It was still early, probably 11 p.m., so she had some extra time on her hands to kill. Y'all see where this is going, right? It's dark, men and women in the car alone at night. Surely it happens, right? So, we chatting, and she decides to light one up. Now, we're both in the car, getting dazed, just talking. Me looking at this girl like she's a girlfriend, and not a bop. I'm not pressing, I'm just yapping. Talking about family, what I want to do in life. Just all of this other stuff that she does not want to hear. I know this because she said, without saying, listen dude, I just want
the meat.
But me being young and dumb, it goes right over my head, and I don't secure the bag. I hug her, I get out the car, she never texts me again. I think I tried to get the putback dunk, but it was already over at that point. I see her a few years later, but I couldn't even try to go press it again because I was with my girlfriend. And you know what's funny about this whole story? This is not the first time I have sold the bag like this, because I looked at somebody like a wife and not a bop. Moral of the story, if you're young, just have fun, bro. just do what you want. Let your intrusive thoughts win. As long as you're not hurting nobody or yourself, just live out your teenage years, your 20s. Do what you want, man. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. This 2K gameplay, I got over it. He ended up leaving in the fourth quarter. I blew him out. This story time was obviously a lot shorter than what I expected, so I'll be better prepared next time. Thank you. Have a good day or night. I don't know what time it is right now.